Alright guys, got the starter right here. Got it from Advance CarQuest. Big freaking starter. We're working on, you guys can probably see it. Yeah, let me walk down here. It's an O's 88, I believe. Yeah, here's your what's left of the O's 88. I've done a lot of work to this car, and I mean a lot of work. I've done fuel pump, fuel line, fuel strainers. I had to repair the battery cable on this, timing chain. I did this little guy here, since I had it all apart. It's a little. The original is plastic. I got the original one up in the garage, but I had to replace that. I had to put a new power steering. I still got a power steering leak on it. New serpentine belt. Right there's the work I did on the battery cable for now. And we'll redo all the battery cables some more. Yeah. I'll had to put new strut mounts in it, both sides. Because the struts are still brand new on the front. So now what problem I had is this car, for some reason, it started acting up. That's why I replaced repaired the battery cable. All the battery cables were shot. Alright, now what I had was it'll start up fine for her, and then when she shuts it down, it'll click, 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 click. And I had to boost the battery. Well, the battery wasn't low, so I replaced it with one of my good ones. Brand new battery in this car now. Well, I replaced it with one of mine. It did good for a week, and all of a sudden, click, click, click. Well, ended up doing a lot of researching, a lot of time on this car. I'm sick of it. Well, boosting it, what I did is 12 volts on this car and 12 volts from my car, put 24 volts to that starter, fired right up every time. Well, it did in the garage, and I just sat there and just kept on hitting the key, and all of a sudden took right off. Well, then I ended up doing an ohm testing on it, found out the starter was bad. Well, that's why we got this here. And the starter on this car, thank God, it's not going to be hard to get to. Just in an awkward position to get to. Right there. So we're going to have fun trying to get that starter out. And I'm hoping I can just pull it right down without too much fight. So I'm not going to record me taking it out, because it's going to be a fucking nightmare with this car. I've had it with this car. I'm about ready to just take a shotgun and blow the freaking engine block and junk it. This car has been nothing but problems since they got it. So we'll get back to you when I get it dropped. Alright, see you guys. Alright guys, here's where we're at. Jacked up the car, jack stand there. Engine's jacked up on the transmission. That's severe. Look how the angle of that is. And that's a swivel. Well, to crack it loose, you're going to need a flex head. And I suggest a Cobalt. Really nice flex head. Well, this is 3/8. Well, either that, or if you're really, really strong, get a little stubby extension and get it up in there and crack if you're really strong. Can't tell. I got a tool nightmare down here. You gotta get the shield off. There's another one over there. So you gotta take both shields off. The one there and there's one here. Why the motor had to get lifted up. Then I had to loosen this thing up so I had playroom. And now I'm getting the starter bolts broke loose. Then one back here. Let's see if I can get you guys in there. Start the bolt right. Let's see. We're trying to find it. Right there, it's easy to get to. Now you just need a extension bar hooked to it. Oh. And just get a standard extension without the swivel. But yeah, what a freaking nightmare. And these battery cables can't get off until I get the starter down so I can get to them. So there's my progress of what's going on with this freaking vehicle. And the swivels I'm using are Cobalt. So catch you in a few then. Alright guys, got starter out and in all one shot. Here's your problem. I don't think that was supposed to come apart. And if you listen to this sucker, the bearing in the Benix is shot. There's a bearing hub right in here. The bushing is wore out. The Benix is bouncing around. That's why it clicked. Well, in the process of that, my repair during winter time melted out. So we gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here. I don't know. Probably new cables or whatnot. This sucker fell right out. These are fucking junk. Literally junk. So don't ever try to use those. That's for the ground wire. I started the motor like 10, 12 times and I seen an arc. So that's junk. This one's still holding, which I'm surprised. Yeah, that wire that took off was way up here. I'm about 2 shades of replacing this starter wire with something heavier. This alternator wire with something heavy. So that's where we're at. So see you guys later. Bye. Alright guys. Starter's all in. Yeah. I hope. Starter's all in. Covers are all back on. So we're done there. What else was going on? What else has been going on with this car? Starter's in. Battery cables are fixed again. New power feed line all the way up there. Double ground it. You see my 2 grounds there. Just went out and got a new radiator. Well, junkyard radiator. This is not for this car. Don't think that you guys can see this. This is for a 94 Cadillac DeVille. See the oil coolers? There's 2 of them on here. There's one right there for an oil cooler. It fits in it. There's only one the junkyard had that wasn't cracked. What I mean by cracked, not on this side, but on the other side, right in the fins, cracked completely down, and it just blew out when I fired it up. You can't tell it's a used junkyard. Just had to get a new radiator cap because the original one I had for this car did not fit it. So new cap, old cap, big difference. If you guys don't believe me, DeVille, that the Cadillac DeVille don't fit it, there's the part number. That's the cap. GM wants you to believe that you can't get parts for this car, that other cars won't interchange. Well, they all interchange, they all work. You just gotta know what size radiator you're dealing with. So, we got the radiator in. New upper radiator hose. The old one was completely wore out. Every time it sucked, every time you rub it, it sucked in on you. Bad radiator hose from the radiator being bad. So, oh, then I got a new map sensor. Well, a new used one from the junkyard. So there's your old broken one. So, yep, there we go. Time to fire it up and get her down off the jack stand. There you go, guys. Got any questions? Let me know. I might help you out. See you guys.